Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Yes, I'm bald. I've actually been bald for like a month, but I decided to finally reveal it on the stream. No, that is not the reason why I'm not doing interviews. I'm too busy with school and sports and such. But yeah, I'm bald. Ben is not. Today will be a fun one. We're getting our friend Timmy Vietzen on to talk some golf. But Ben and I are starting off with the Final Four and the national championship game. And then if Tim is not on in time, we might do a little bit of a preview for next year. I've been all into next year. Do I think Villanova will truly contend? I can't say. If Jemiah Robinson, Earl, and Colin Gillespie and everyone comes back, I think Villanova will have a good shot. It looks like Tim has joined us. We're going to wait for Tim. Tim, hello. But yeah, Final Four, Ben. First game on Saturday was Houston-Baylor. It was not a very good game. Houston got destroyed. Quentin Grimes, you expect him to leave. You expect him to be a first-round pick, but solid year for him. Same with Giroux. I expect him to be a top 40 or 45 pick.
Yeah, I will. I'll make a note on Houston real quick. They're the best player of the Final Four for them. The best player of the Elite Eight and Final Four, Marcus Sasser, coming back, and he's going to be good next year. I expect him to be the favorite for American Player of the Year. He's going to be tough. Their team, they're losing their best two of their best players, but they could be good again next season.
And Kelvin Sampson always produces. Houston, if they can land some transfer guys who they're in the market for, I'm not going to say right now, but I'll definitely make a video, like a 15, 20-minute video talking about that. That'll be interesting. But yeah, so first game of the day we went over. Second game of the day was the game that I bet all of us will remember. The game of the tournament, UCLA, Gonzaga and UCLA. Gonzaga was favored by, I believe, 7.5 points.
That game, Gonzaga was favored by 14.5.
14.5. I'm wrong, but UCLA came out swinging. Johnny Juzang left, did not leave anything behind on the court. He basically went from his Elite Eight self in their win against Michigan, where he scored 35 points, and just brought that right over the next weekend. Absolutely phenomenal performance from him. Nothing could have really been different for UCLA to win. I think they played the best game of the season against Michigan.
Absolutely.
They played the best game of the season the next weekend against Gonzaga. I mean,
that was such an impressive game, especially the difference in styles between the Michigan game and the Gonzaga game. When the first one was all defense, just gritty game, and then the Gonzaga game was some of the best offense I've seen. Someone said it's Gonzaga. I don't know. Someone commented that, Brad.
It's Gonzaga.
Yeah, but it's Gonzaga, and UCLA fought so well that game. I've seen a lot of like early mock top 25s for next season that have UCLA number 2 or even number 1 in the country.
Number 2, number 3, number 4. I've seen them ever. You're right. I mean, you think about it. Some people are saying Chris Smith is gone. Chris Smith was the player that got injured. I believe it was the second game of the season. It was super early. It was
very early. Jalen Hill on UCLA also he retired because of anxiety. And I don't know if Johnny Juzang is coming back or not, but he really boosted his draft stock.
Wait, who retired because of anxiety, Ben?
Jalen Hill on UCLA. Yes. It was in the news. That's how
I didn't see that. He was he didn't play a ton though, but yes. But next year, Tiger Campbell, funny story about him. He went to DePaul. He played at La Lumiere. DePaul picked up the La Lumiere head coach for an assistant coach job. And there was some money, a lot of money under the scenes there. And Tiger was one of those players that accepted a large sum of money to go play at DePaul. Decommitted pretty much on the spot, was down to Purdue and UCLA, went to UCLA. But interesting little note there that he was going to get paid big time to go to DePaul. No flame on him. I mean,
yeah, if you're going to get paid,
it's good money.
Don't blame the players for that
Power 6 team. But, I mean, it is what it is. So, next year, though, think about this. Tiger Campbell, Jaquez, I believe is how you pronounce it.
Yeah, that guy's name is weird.
Yeah. Johnny Juzang at the 3 if he stays, Chris Smith at the 4, and then either Quinn Riley or Singleton. I'm assuming it's Quinn Riley at the 5. Also, Quinn Riley was the dude that stole the sunglasses.
Yes, Cody Riley was. Yes.
Cody Riley was. LiAngelo Ball, that is the infamous thing about 2 or 3 years ago from now. He was suspended for, I believe it was 12 months.
Initially arrested in China.
That's so scary. So scary.
That would be terrifying.
But our former president, Donald Trump, actually got them out of jail, which is interesting.
Yes, he did. I will note, for UCLA, it hinges upon the status of Johnny Juzang and Chris Smith, their ranking for
100%.
But
I think Juzang, it'll take him a few weeks to decide. He has a few weeks to decide. But I think if him and Chris Smith get on the same page of coming back, I think they will win the national championship. Now that could change. Other teams could do other stuff. But as an early favorite, I'm picking Gonzaga.
I definitely put
them UCLA if those two come back.
Should we talk about the Natty real quick?
Let's talk about the Natty. Wasn't a great game. The national championship is the national championship. You watch every second. You love every second. But Baylor was in control. Gonzaga, I believe, cut it to 8 or 9 early in the second half, but it was not enough. Davion Mitchell and company just came right back. I want to say Mark Vital, such a great story. It's a sophomore in high school. He signed to Baylor. They mentioned this at the end. I just wanted to point it out. Signed as a sophomore in high school. That's nuts. That's crazy. And is now 24 years old and still on the Baylor team. I think Baylor's presence on defense against Timmy was really what mattered. You had Vital, who plays the 4 and the 5. He's only 6'5", too. I'll scroll down. I'll scroll up here. You had Flo Thamba, Mo Bamba's brother. No, it's a joke. And then you had number 23, Chachama, this dude right here.
Jonathan Shamwa Chechua, who got like 4 fouls in like 10 minutes and didn't have much.
But those three guys, they locked down Chris, Timmy, and company. And yeah, just a little note there. Okay, let's bring on Tim. We're talking Masters now. I'm going to switch this. We're going to go full screen. Share the screen. Share screen.
Tim, I can add Tim if you want, Brad.
Tim, you can add Tim, Ben. Go ahead.
What's up, Tim? You're now live with us.
What's up, boys?
We got Tim on for the Masters here. Brad has the CBS pulled up. I'm going to go full screen too.
Can you guys hear me?
Now you're better.
Yeah, my mic was off. All right. I guess we'll go in an order. I'm going to have Tim start. I think Tim and Ben know the most about golf compared to myself. We have the odds pulled up. Me and my friends, we had us three, in the addition of Marco, who's been on the show once, we made a little pick'em bracket tournament, I think. I'll read it off here in a second. We each got 3 guys who went in a snake. Tim had the number 1 pick, went with DJ. Obvious choice.
Good pick.
Ed was number 2, Justin Thomas. Marco went John Rahm. I went Jordan Spieth. Tim, I'll just name the teams. So Tim, who's on here, had Dustin Johnson, Paul Casey, and Xander Schauffele. Marco had John Rahm, Roy McIlroy, and Tony Finau. Something to note, Roy McIlroy has won every major golf tournament other than the Masters.
Yep.
He's looking for the last piece of his puzzle. Ben has Justin Thomas, Patrick Cantley, and Scotty Scheffler. And then I have Colin Morwaka, Jordan Spieth, and Bryson DeChambeau. There was a little bit of drama. I originally picked Brooks Koepka. I knew he was hurt. Tim made sure to tell me in the FaceTime when we made these picks, when we did our draft. But he's been beat up. Hasn't really done too well down in Augusta. But I got Colin Morwaka as a sub. I had the last overall pick in the draft, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, just going to point that out. I would share it, but it's kind of too late. But yeah, so if you care, probably only our friends care about this, but those are our stuff. We might make a recap, but I'm kind of just going on a random tangent. I'm going to let Tim and Ben go over who they think actually is a good shot to win. Some underrated guys and some overrated guys.
Tim, you want to go?
Well, obviously, I think DJ is the most favored here, and I think he's playing the best golf currently. But surprise, Jordan Spieth might have a good shot at actually contending with DJ here. He's on a hot streak. He's been playing very good golf recently.
Just won.
His comeback season.
Yeah, he just won the
tournament down in Texas, right?
Texas Open, yeah.
Overrated and underrated.
Overrated?
Yeah.
Overrated right now, my opinion. Rory McIlroy in those odds.
I agree. He's not been very, very good lately. All right, Tim, what about you?
Well, I personally think Brett Koepka is pretty high too.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go to the top 5. Who do you think's most overrated out of those, Tim?
Out of the top 5?
So it's Jon Rahm, Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas, Bryson DeChambeau, and DJ in no order.
I have my top right there in terms of how I think it is.
The most overrated? Wait, so the overrated out of the top 5, Ben?
Who do you think shouldn't be up there, basically?
I think I know who Ben's going to say.
Bryson.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think so. I think Bryson, he's been a little bit cool lately, but I think this is a tournament he's prepared for, and I think Bryson could definitely get top 3. I think the 3 guys, or I think my top 3, this of course will not happen. Golf is so crazy. Bryson, DJ, and Jordan Spieth. That's in no order. I actually think Jordan Spieth will win it, and I guess DJ and Bryce. I put Bryson at probably 3, DJ at 2, but I think Jordan Spieth will win this tournament.
Yeah, I'm just gonna explain why I don't think Bryson's as good a bet at the Masters. His style of play is so different. He bombs the ball like 350 plus yards on his drives, but he's really inaccurate with his drives. And at the Masters, they have a lot of trees there, and if you go left or right, which is what he tends to do, you're in a lot of trouble at the Masters. He found this out the hard way last time they played in 2020. You can't bomb your way through the Masters. You got to play it smart, and he's
changed, Ben. He's all about preparation.
Look at his practice routine, and you'll see that this dude still cares.
Look at his practice routine. You're gonna change your practice routine after you do bad at a tournament.
He hasn't changed any. He still goes for distance. I'm just saying.
Of course, you're gonna go for. That's his calling card.
Did you hear what I just said though?
I heard what you just said.
He hasn't fixed the accuracy part.
He's played at the course before, Ben. First time, it's hard. It's hard.
Well, that wasn't his first time, so that's same strategy is not gonna work. If he just saw how it worked in 2020. It's obviously I could easily be wrong about this, but that's my take on it.
Ben Spieth.
Brad, you got anyone else?
Let's get an underrated guy. I have Colin Morikawa. I think 30-1 odds are disrespectful. I think he finishes in the top 5. Like I just said, I have Jordan Spieth 1, DJ 2, Bryson 3, and I have Colin Morikawa at 4. I don't really have a 5th. I think it could go anywhere.
I'll just say something. I think it's Morikawa for any people who care about pronunciation. And then I got a guy, Lee Westwood, at 30-1, who, I mean, that's not that underrated, but this guy's come in top 5 in 2 of his last 3 tournaments, and there were 2 really big tournaments, like high-profile tournaments. He's 48 years old. He's come in the top 3 of the Masters like 6 times or something like that. He's never won a major, so watch out for the Englishman.
Lee Westwood, I like the name. Tim?
My bet is Victor Hovland. He's a young dude that could like come to play, and this could be his time to shine right now.
He is a young one, just like Morikawa. Both of those guys, I think, could possibly contend here.
So winning it all, I have Jordan Spieth. Ben and Tim, who do you have?
I have Dustin Johnson winning it all.
Yeah, if I had to pick with my head, I would go with Dustin Johnson. But if I'm picking just
we putting some cash on that, Tim and Ben.
I'm
not Ben, but Tim.
No.
Keep it classy this weekend.
I'll put my winner pick on Justin Thomas, so we can all have a different winner.
Wow.
I do think Justin.
I think Justin Thomas is a little overrated, actually, at 10-1 odds.
He did just win the Players Championship, so.
I think Justin Johnson at 9-1 odds are pretty good, though. Same with Jordan Spieth at 10-1. I thought he'd be at like a 6-1 or a 7-1. 9-1, that's not terrible. He did just win, though. Has there ever been a back-to-back Masters winner? That's my question.
Tiger? I don't know. Oh, wait.
Tiger won in 2019. Who won the year before? It was the random dude from the South.
Patrick Reed.
Yes.
Patrick Reed's not random.
He's not random. He's not. I mean, but he's not.
He's in the middle of those odds right there, just because he's a big name. Brad, scroll down a little bit.
I think he's at that high because he won. But
here, Brad, scroll down a little just so we can see it. I just want to notice if there's any names I think are too low. Paul
Jason
Casey,
Day, 45-1. Bubba Watson, 50-1.
Scotty's 35-1 also. Cameron Smith, 35-1. He came second last time they played here. Billy Horschel just won a tournament. He's 80-1 odds.
Phil Mickelson, 100-1.
he's playing terrible golf. He's not going to
Siwoo Kim, he was in second, I believe, heading into the last stages, and he might have even finished in second in 2020.
He had a good tournament. Yeah, you're right.
That's interesting. He shot. Yeah, he was shooting really well.
And then you got.
I also have another question. Do you guys think anyone will shoot under a 65? Last time, I believe the lowest anyone's shot was a 65, and I believe that was on either day 1 or day 2, so Thursday or Friday in the fall. Does anyone think we will see a 64?
No,
I don't either. I think 65 is very low.
This course is so tough right now.
I saw people saying, especially in April, like November's a little easier for the Masters because, like, I don't know how, but the greens are a little softer, which means the putting's easier. So in April, it's a little faster. And the guys have all said on, like, when they get interviewed, they said it's really hard playing conditions. So I don't think anyone's going below 65.
Also, in November, there was a big rain storm.
Yeah, the rain helps make it easier, too. That's one of the...
I remember Thursday morning, big storm. I mean, it was already difficult because they had to be playing 2 guys in different corners or whatever because of COVID. They had 2 groups going. It was so weird. Like, I don't even know how to say it. It was different. But we're back. There will be spectators. I believe the normal capacity, it's usually not like, I think just everyone has to wear a mask. I think that's what it is. But yeah, interesting. All right. Thank you guys for the picks. So I guess I'll run through it one more time. Tim has DJ, Ben has Justin Thomas as kind of just a standout, though. And then I have Jordan Spieth. Overrated, Ben and Tim both have Bryson. I guess I'll go Justin Thomas, but I guess I'm kind of split between Rory McIlroy and Justin Thomas. And then underrated, Tim has Victor Hovland, Ben has Lee Westwood, and I have Colin Morikawa. So yeah, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Just a fun little podcast with the boys.